Hey YouTube, I'm gonna be talking about one of my medi sets, knex. Now, a lot of people are in the dark about knex, and a lot are not. So let's not talk about that. Let's talk about how to improve this building toy. Now, this toy is very interesting. It revolves around three basic principles. One is learning style, three different learning styles. One is mathematics and geometry, learning about the different angles and measurements and whatnot. Two is basic mechanics, like gears, levers, pulleys, etc. And then three is creative thinking. But to some of the older guys like me, who's got all the fun played out of the creative thinking and are more like, hey, I want to play with a toy where I can reenact something like a Lego. That's the problem with knex. I like the idea of the new knex Mini and knex Brick. Same here. But there are a few bits where knex is lacking, where other products are surviving. Now, with knex, the components are pretty large, and so they made 3 attempts to make a minifigure, but so far are unable to satisfy me. The first one came from the knex roller coaster systems and the knex BattleBot systems, but they were too small and had to lug around the knex pieces like big I-beams to a giant building. So they had to be more like acrobats. Take 2 was, I never actually had the guy. I seen it. It looks interesting, but it still looks a little small. Sorry to complain, but I can't say too much about it because I didn't own it. It looks a little small. And then the third one, a little better, but still terrible. You just ripped this right from the Lego. Yeah, you ripped this right off of Lego. You took the basic idea and modified it just enough so you don't get sued. It's that obvious. You did just enough so you don't get sued. So, and the problems with it is the head did not like the texture at all. I actually get cold bones when I feel that texture. And the shoulders, let me tell you, this guy's going to be in the hospital for weeks because of shoulder injuries. Just me trying to move the shoulder up gives him pain and misery. So please modify it. The figure I'm looking for is around 1 foot to 8 inches high. That way it fits more with the scale of knex. Never mind Lego for a second and focus on knex. Please, company, focus on the knex. We want something that will fit around the knex scale. I actually literally took one of Lego figures, which was actually from the Lego Knights, and used him. I even built a car, which I'm going to display in a future video, that revolves around the same scale. Now, moving on is a list, and another thing you don't have, which I hope you will, is hydraulics. Come on! Lego has it. Another very popular toy made by Fisher-Price has it, but I forget the name right now, so don't bother me about it in the comment section. And has it. You need hydraulics. Come on. We all are begging for it. I just said it out loud, and I'm proud. So please give it to me. Now, coming in this package will come with a piston, obviously, some kind of air compressor, a holding tank, and a one-way check valve, and a switch, or a switch type valve. These together you can make like backhoes, all kinds of construction machinery, and all kinds of infinite possibilities. Just open up. Just try. Now, unless some of you are secretly trying to design this behind our backs and then boom, it pops in front of our face. Unless if you're doing that, please take the opportunity to design this. Now the three more. Now another one I'm not itching for as badly, but still want, is you have the components which I call snowflakes, which are these components right here. 1 second. Which are these components here. I call them snowflakes. Some other people call them snowflakes. Other people just call them random things. I call them snowflakes. But here's a problem. Most helicopters and most airplanes have 3 blades on them for the main rotor. But this one has 8 sides. So it's impossible to make a 3-sided blade, or 3 blades coming out of it, and it still be balanced. So I'm hoping you would make like instead of 8 on the snowflake, have 6. Plus, it'll add an extra dimension to the building and learning process. Put it in your instruction book so the kids won't get totally confused. Now, moving on another thing I wanted was worm gears. Now, you only have 1 worm gear, which is disappointing. That came with the motor attached to a small plastic gear that goes along the rod. And, well, there's no other way of incorporating these motors and gears in any other system except for the motor itself, which I find kind of sad. So I'm hoping you would incorporate a worm gear that would fit onto the teeth of these sprockets. That would be really appreciated. Thanks. But the big things are mainly the minifigure and the hydraulics. They open up windows of opportunity beyond what you have. But a thing I want to take a note on is this piston here, or this spring. Unfortunately, your idea was in the right place, but you are so cheap. 2 pieces of plastic. Look how you use the technology. You have a split. You have a split that swings. Come on. A better company would actually use a metal spring. Now, if you are afraid of the spring rusting and it might break, then why do you make metal motors? Sheesh. I like the idea of the spring, but please make one out of metal next time. So that pretty much concludes what I have to say. Now, if you just run over these ideas, let each other know, that would be really appreciated, and I'm hoping I would see some of these ideas incorporated into future sets of knex. So this is your good pal, Hamster Boy, signing out for another day, hoping to build a zipper found at the C&E. So, like I said, goodbye, and have a wonderful tomorrow. In 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and